I went through a lot of videos on YouTube and essentially did all the work for you by finding the best characters for the new Belmos or rather Bellmoth raid. So the main problem that I found was that most players didn't have the required characters for the raid. That is why I decided to make two separate lists for paywall and free-to-play. But before telling you about these characters, let me talk a little about the Belmos raid. Firstly, Belmos is a blue boss, so we have to use green units. Secondly, ranged attacks doesn't work on Belmos. Finally, he has a ton of debuffs including poison, shock and attack seal. He can also remove buffs. Our buffer blue cards can't be used for the first 2 turns. Initially, I'm going to be talking about the premium characters. Later on in this video, I will be listing the free-to-play characters. Death Pierce is used in the back row for his passive on Zeratri's team. She is a pretty good unit for the raid in general. She has a heal card along with a card that removes stances. Average passive. Ultimate also removes stances. Gother is a utility character here. He is mainly used for his ability to rank up and his passive is also very useful. Danifer Liz is one of the best picks for the raid. Both her cards are not ranged, which allows her to deal damage when not attack sealed. This card also helps in increasing ultimate move gauge. Her passive gives a free rank up. He does pretty decent amount of damage on both of his cards. Noticeably, his ultimate has weak point. Estarossa is a great unit for this boss. He can solo extreme difficulty. His passive gives himself debuff immunity. His single target ignores defense, while his counter card does so much damage and heals back. His ultimate allows us to have an extra turn. Gil Thunder is mainly used for his buff card. He is a decent unit with a counter that does more damage as his health decreases. His counter card works perfectly with his passive. His ultimate does a lot of damage and Zeratris is a very good character for this boss. Both of his cards are very hard-hitting. His passive is very broken, so his ultimate also does so much damage. Helbram is mainly used for his buff card. His ultimate removes stances as well. Green Elizabeth is one of the best units for this raid. She has a card that can remove stances on level 3. She has a heal card. Her passive fills ultimate move gauge by 2 at the start of the match. Green Jericho is the recommended and the best unit for the Belmos raid. Her card does a lot of damage. Her cards synergize as well with her passive.